Hey, I got it. Good evening, folks. Good evening from Mama Wench. I'm gonna take the glasses off for the moment, otherwise, all you're gonna see is the dot or the glare on my glasses. So, who all we got here tonight? I see April. I knew she was here. Thank you, April, for being here. I still need to figure some of this stuff out. And I keep wanting to reach for the keyboard, and it's like, "No, you're on video, stupid. You don't need to go to the keyboard." Yay! You see me, but can you hear me? Double yay! Oh, goodness. I'll sit here with my coffee in my mug that says, "Ding!" That's got a story behind it, as it says on the back. Whoops, let me get it out of the glare. Subject change. My best friend made me this mug. I drive her crazy sometimes. I bounce from subject to subject to subject, and she can't keep up. I make her dizzy. So she made me start saying ding if I was changing the subject. I don't remember all the time. So she made me a coffee cup to go with it. Well, now she's decided instead of ding, I need to go boing. 'Cause I go from left field to right field. "Oh, no, April, you're the only one in here." She's supposed to be making me a new cup for my lives, specifically for my lives, but it hasn't come to fruition yet. Yeah, it's gonna have my logo on it, and, it'll sit and chat with Mary Ann or Mama Wench or I don't remember anymore what it's supposed to say. I'm too old. My brain doesn't function all the time. I'm sorry, I hope my vaping doesn't bother you. Be one way for her and I to make some money. That's a down the road project, I think. Well, I've quit smoking for the most part. Now, the video I did this afternoon, I did confess that I had bought a pack of cigarettes. They're gone already, which really doesn't surprise me. So I've determined that as once I'm out of my vape juice and supplies or whatever, that the vaping will be done too. I don't know yet. That one is still kind of up in the air. Hang on a second. I'm going to try. Does that make it too dark? Turning that light off? Okay. Although maybe I should be invisible. I'll be the invisible mama wench. Go figure. Yeah, I just got my notification in email that Mama Wench is going live. Woohoo! Don't be sorry. I lucked out when I moved here, and I was able to get on, excuse me, um, fiber, which, I mean, this is the fastest this has moved in forever. Okay, I see there's 2 people in here. Who else is here? Say hello. Hello, hello. Apparently, there's some birthday party or something going on somewhere else on another channel, and I noticed that one is live on Facebook, so that takes a huge number of people. It's hard to try to find a time slot that, a lot of people finding something where you're not stepping on other people's toes. So, I mean, part of me says, "Okay, maybe not do the lives. Let my channel grow a bit and work on my videos and maybe do some tutorials." That I'm a little hesitant on. Well, Naomi knew that I was going live. I don't know if she's still live, but I think she was also going to that birthday party. I mean, there's a lot of other people that have been around and doing this a lot longer than me. So, my party consists of coffee, so apparently my dog has decided to go to bed, so I keep waiting for a gust of wind because managed to get the awning out today on the camper, and of course every time the wind blows it's loud and she'll start barking. So if we get a blast of wind, she'll bark. She's my baby. I've had her for it'll be 5 years this August. She turned 5 years old in January. She looks to me, she looks predominantly boxer. She's a dark brindle boxer. When I adopted her, they said she was a boxer mix. Let me know if I'm talking too loud. I have a tendency to do that too. Okay. I'm year-round sinus issues, so I have a tendency to be a little on the loud side. The bestie constantly tells me to quiet down. Well, not all the time. Ow, ow. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get a crick in my neck now. Aw. Yeah, I saw where one of the creators lost her, he looked like a lab mix to me. but she lost him yesterday, and I felt bad for that. I thought he was coming around, but it is sad. It is sad. I honestly hadn't intended after my last one passed away, I wasn't even thinking of getting another dog. And one day I went to a shelter, a local shelter to me in Tennessee, and I said, "Well, I'd like to look at this one, and this one." All 3 of them ended up being dark brindle. So that kinda told me something, and Mila was the first one I saw, and she's my baby, she really is. She's the only dog I have ever allowed on my bed. You said your Maltese is 11? She in good health? Is Oh, oh, goodness. I see someone else is here. Who's here? Say hello. Give a thumbie and say hello. What? Yes, we're talking about dogs. You got a problem with that? Be good. Mila, stop. What? If I could let you up in my lap, you'd be up here and on camera too. I'm lucky Mila's not a fussy eater. Now, her treats, on the other hand, she's got her favorites. Hello, who else is here? I see we got 2 here. Oh. Oh, goodness. They do have personalities. I've got the market bag here I've been working on creating, designing, whatever you wanna call it. Let me see if I can get this without pulling 50 stitches out. That's it so far. That's all being made with the, crochet cotton thread. As Juan calls it, the peaches and cement. Um, I got a ways to go still. I'm not quite sure how long it's gonna be. I will I had the first market bag I made, I think ended up being like 20 inches, 29 inches long from top to bottom. I hear a lot of people say they can't work with peaches and cream. I have no problem with it. It's just a case for me of finding stuff that's color safe, that it's not gonna run. I know I can set the colors, but when I've got family members making requests, yeah, it will be a good size. And what I'm going to do with this one is I keep a wicker basket in my car that has seen better days. And I keep like a roll of paper towels, a roll of toilet paper, some odds and ends. I keep a leash in there for Mila. Um, but it just carries my odds and ends. I think I've even got a pair of binoculars in it. And so I'll use the market bag when I get it done. I'll use it for in the car. No, now see, I do make little stash baskets. Now they're only about like that big around. And it looks like I call it the mushroom cap stash basket. I basically designed it and uh uh give me just a second. Let me grab the one from my mother. I'll have to take it out of the box, but I know, Mila. I know, baby. You gotta excuse mama. Oh, sorry about that. Whoops. There's two little ladybugs on the mushroom cap. Okay, it's kind of been sitting, so got kind of smushed. But that's it. They work up quick. So, but this one's going to my mother. I showed her one that I had made and she fell in love with it. So I told her I would make her one, and I was trying to figure, well, what's my mother going to use a stash basket for? What she'll do with it is put it on her kitchen counter, and she'll put her sweetener packages for her coffee, her sweetener packs in the in it for that. So I was pretty pleased with how that one turned out. But I got that to go. I got 3 packages I have to mail out the 1st of the month. There's the one for my mother. Uh, I don't know if you saw the pic. Are you in Juan's group on Facebook? I haven't gotten secure enough with the pattern yet to think to offer them for sale. I've got them written up. I've got them written up basically so I remember what I did. On one's Facebook group, I posted the polar bear I made, and he'll be going to Alaska. And then I have the third package I have to get mailed out is going to very, very dear friends of mine on Facebook. Um, one of them, she can't stand bananas. So I made her a stuffed banana. And for her mother who loves chocolate, I made a chocolate bomb. So I think those will be well received. Well, I think for starters, what I'm gonna be looking at is I will have someone do a test read of my patterns to make sure that they're clear enough. But I wanna make sure that they're at a point where I can figure 'em out. It's trying to make sure the language is written right, the words, and that type of stuff. Well, I honestly think this is gonna be another slow night. It keeps saying there's 2 people, and then it goes down to 1, and then it goes back up to 2. "Hi, if someone else is here, say hello. Leave a thummy. Let us know you're here." Poor April is probably getting bored with me. But I've got, I've got 3 projects going right now. 4 pro 3 projects going right now. My project count is down too low. I've got, Juan's Genesis shawl that I'm working on. Um, the other one is a top that I'm designing, and then, the market bag that I've got here. I should start the hat I've got tagged to get going with, Bod's one of Bod's hats. I had, 7 or 8 going at one time. I'm not working on any blankets at the moment. I'm in Mississippi. It's too hot to be working on Afghan. I mean, if I have a chilly day or something, I'll pull one out and work on it. Um, I'm trying to get my primary objective this year for blankets or Afghans is to get one done for each of well, I have 3 grandsons, and I wanna get one done for each of them. You're up in cold country. Cold country, not coal, but cold. For the 3 boys. I'm doing Bod's, 8 star. 8-pointed star afghan for all 3 of them. And I think what I'm going to include with them is to hang by their beds. I'm gonna make yip yips for each of them, bigger yip yips that they can hang beside their bed to put their pajamas in. For my eldest grandson, he is big into Army. And so I'm doing camo and dark brown for his. For my middle grandson, I'm doing a variegated blues and a cream. The youngest one, I don't have the colors for yet. My daughter hasn't given me the color ideas for. So, and the Yip Yips will basically match their Afghans. And the yarn is pretty much, well, on the one for the eldest is Red Heart yarn. Yeah, I've got 3 Yip Yips hanging up in on the cupboards across from me that they each hold, different, cakes of my crochet thread, my cotton thread. Hey, I see somebody's here besides me and April. Knock on the door. Come on, say hello. The pattern that I used or the tutorial that I used, I've kind of copied down the pattern and I'm making edits to it. Hi, Kimmy. Oh, hi, Kimmy. I'm so glad to see you. How are you doing, dear? How's your sister-in-law doing? Is she already gone to bed? And Kimmy, I'd like you to meet April. April, this is Crochet Cabin is Kimmy. She is a new creator on YouTube. She posted her first tutorial today. Kimmy, Kimmie. Oh, I see we got 3 people in here. I think I got a lurker. Now, who would want to lurk on my live? Oh boy, I don't know how to drop channels that outside of doing that. Shy? Yeah, the big bad tattooed grandma here. Intimidating? Nah. I haven't figured out how to drop links yet in the chat. Oh, coffee. Whoops, back down to 2 again. Apparently, I scared him off. Whoops, down to 1. Who'd I lose? You still here, April, or are you still here, Kimmy? Oh, goodness. Hey, this is my longest live so far. We're at 31 minutes. Whoops, there's huh. Well, that's weird because it's only showing there's one person in here. I still need to play around and learn things. Yeah, April's been a sweetheart. She's kept me company for the last hour or so, and she checks my videos every day, I think. Oh, I need to get a patch cord before I can do tutorials because my cable for my camera isn't quite long enough. Considering this is my cable and that's my tripod up here that my camera would go on. So I need to do a patch cable. Otherwise, I honestly now, Kimmy, you do your tutorials with your phone, right? Well, see, I don't know how well. I mean, my phone has been doing good for my regular videos lately, much better than my computer. I don't like the light. I need to figure out my lighting. That's my problem. Because now, if I turn this off right now, yeah, it's almost too dark. So I don't know. It's totally a learning curve. And I'm still learning too, so I haven't figured out half this stuff. Maybe that's what I ought to spend the next few days doing while I'm sitting around letting my back recover, and I should learn how to do some of this other stuff. I do have a soft white bulb in it. It's a soft I went with a low wattage soft white LED bulb in that lamp. Basically because for me, the lights throw off so much heat. I threw it out this morning, April, either trying to fight with this awning outside or as I carried the box that had this bookcase in it that I picked up today. So, I have back issues anyway, and it sometimes doesn't take much to throw my back out. What do you use for your lighting, Kimmy? Sorry about that. I've been debating whether one of those light rings would be now, here in the camper, my overhead lighting is not the best situation. I do have my ceiling fan that I have no idea what the bulb is that's in that. Camper life, video creation. I think they just kinda go, "Whee!" But I was wondering if I oughta maybe should look into investing in one of those ring lights that they have, but I think people usually use those with their phones. I don't know how well that would work with, say, my camera, although, what I've seen with my camera is gonna be fine. How's it feel having your, crochet hook room all to yourself there, Kimmy? If I'm talking too loud, please let me know. Honestly, I think those ring lights are the toys for the younger generation. I don't know. Of course, they do everything on their phone. I don't. I still depend quite heavily on my laptop. I use my phone for making calls and have only just started doing my morning videos on the phone. I think the slower room counts are beneficial sometimes. It's not the chat flying by. Oh, oh goodness. He mustn't mind, I imagine, though. Well, I knew you were in your crochet room. You were in there with one of your videos yesterday, I thought it was. Probably doing your organizing, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's it. Yes, the organza bags. It was because of you that I added organza bags to my Amazon list. I don't know if you saw this or not, but this is, whoops, falling around here. This is a market bag that I'm designing. And I'm using the crochet cotton thread for it. It's a 4 weight, so it's not that bad. Not like I used for some of the doilies I made, but this is the market bag that I've been working on, designing, whatever I wanna call it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm still writing the pattern as I go, and, there's one round I'm or one the green color I'm gonna change the stitch on. I don't like the way it sits, but for my first make of it, I'm not worried about it. I'm keeping it. It's gonna go in my car. So, it's fine by me. But I figure this gives me a starter pattern. No, I'm not. I don't have the book. I don't really have the yarns that I could dedicate to it. Um, I mean, basically what I've got for yarns is whatever my best friend had stacked in boxes in her closet that she got rid was getting rid of. So, I mean, I realize, yeah, that could be done with scrap yarns and stuff like that, but, there's too many different textures, weights, and stuff, so someday I wouldn't mind doing the selfie, so that looks pretty interesting. Are you doing it? Oh, I'm debating. A lot of mine is, can I I can't really justify buying the book right now. Maybe down the road, but what I need for it is the book to come up on Kindle Unlimited. I doubt that'll ever happen. Now, were you doing crystals shawl along or making wands shawl? The Genesis shawl? Welcome back, April. Yeah, you've definitely got it busy. Now I've been working on the Genesis shawl. I think I'm in the fourth repeats, fourth round of repeats. And I was complaining to April earlier about the popcorns. That's fine, April. I mean, I'm still trial and error as to when is the best time slot. It's hard to find one. And the as far as crystals, all along, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to I don't know if I'm ready to tackle that yet. I've got the pattern for the Genesis, and I bounce between the pattern and his tutorial if I get hung up on a stitch. But where I'm on the fourth repeat, I've pretty much got it down. So I just go along with the pattern. Well, thank you, April. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, and it was nice having you here. And I want to thank you for keeping me company for before I got started. I'm probably going to end this pretty soon here. I think I don't imagine there's going to be too many more people coming in. I really don't think so. That's what I should do, Kimmy, is just do it one row at a time. But I was seeing where people were having such a hard time with stitch counts and stuff. I'm terrible when it comes to stitch counts. I hate counting stitches. But, at some point, I will give it a try. Boy, does that sound familiar. Well, Kimmy, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. Call it a night with this. I think I've got a little girl here who's trying to give mama hints that it's time to go to bed. So, and I think I want to get prone for a little bit, kind of give my back a rest. So, I will go ahead and say good night. Thank you for coming. It means a lot. And, I'll be catching you. I'm glad you did too, hon. All right. With my usual hugs and smooches from Mama Wench. Have a great night. Lost my mouse. There we go.